The Saurians had never known fear until that day. Their world, bright with sapphire oceans and ivory spires, had always been safe. Diplomacy and trade had shielded them for centuries. They were artists, engineers, thinkers, never warriors. When war finally came, it came like a storm. The Zernaike swarm descended in endless waves. Chitinous monsters with blade arms and acid breath. They turned cities into graves and oceans into boiling pits. The proud Saurian fleet shattered in the first engagement, their ships splitting like glass under the onslaught. Desperate, the High Council sent a signal. Not to allies, there were none willing to stand against the swarm, but to the one species they had sworn never to call upon. The Deathworlders. Humans. Every Saurian child grew up on hushed tales of Earth, a planet so lethal it forged predators that killed for sport, storms that could strip landscapes bare, and diseases that evolved faster than cures. The beings that had survived such a crucible were not gentle diplomats. They were iron-hearted, dangerous, bloodthirsty, and yet, when the plea went out into the void, the humans answered. The swarm had just begun to darken the skies of the Saurian capital when the stars themselves seemed to split open. Out of the void emerged ships unlike anything the Saurians had seen before. Angular fortresses of steel, scarred with 1,000 battles, engines burning like the wrath of suns. The Deathworlder fleet. For a moment, the Zernaike faltered. Predators recognized predators. But hunger drove them forward, shrieking across the void. The humans did not wait. Their fleet opened fire with a fury that shook the heavens. Railguns spat tungsten slugs at near-light speeds, tearing through carapace and hull alike. Missile salvos streaked across the black, detonating with blossoms of white fire. Fighter wings swarmed from human carriers like iron hornets, weaving through the swarm with disciplined precision. The Saurians watched from their burning cities as the sky turned into a war zone. Alien eyes widened as they saw ships 3 times the size of their own plunge directly into the heart of the swarm, exchanging blow for blow with suicidal determination. The Zernaike fought with numbers. The humans fought with fury. On the surface, when the swarm landed, the humans were already there. Drop pods screamed through the atmosphere, smashing into the soil. Armored figures emerged. Human soldiers, faces grim, weapons glowing with heat. They did not retreat. They did not hesitate. They advanced. A Saurian officer, trembling in awe, asked one of them, "Why? Why would you come for us? The galaxy says you are killers." The human, visor cracked and armor dripping with blood, his own and the enemy's, looked at her with steady eyes. "Because you asked," he said simply. The battle raged for 3 days. For every human ship torn apart, 10 Zernaike burned. For every soldier who fell, his brothers and sisters pushed harder. They fought like creatures who had clawed their way out of hell itself, because in truth they had. And when the final Zernaike hive ship detonated in orbit, when the swarm broke and scattered into the void, the Saurian world still stood, scarred, burning, but alive. The High Council offered thanks, their voices shaking with gratitude. But the human admiral only shook her head. "Don't thank us," she said. "We don't come for thanks. We come because no one came for us when we needed it." Those words spread across the galaxy faster than the swarm ever had. And in every corner of space, alien civilizations whispered the same truth to one another. When the swarm came, it was the Deathworlders who answered. When all hope was gone, it was the humans who stood.